My advice to Caitlin, kind of keep your mouth shut because everybody is looking for you to say anything and they're going to splice it and cut it and make it a negative thing. The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch.
Michael Jordan speaks out after Caitlin Clark, the youthful superstar who is revolutionizing women's basketball, gets into more difficulties.
Listen, if people want to portray and paint the narrative that there are racial tensions in the WNBA as a result of Caitlin Clark, I would say that's their own problem.
The most recent drama is being fueled by Angel Reese, her harshest critic, but this time the plot is taking a dramatic turn. Caitlin isn't alone. She has some of the biggest sports legends supporting her.
Caitlin Clark is the Michael Jordan of women's basketball. Something exciting and electric and totally worth watching and probably a once-in-a-lifetime kind of play.
NBA legends such as Michael Jordan is publicly complimenting Caitlin's ability to change the game and demanding the attention she is due.
When I look at Caitlin Clark, fans are tuning in to watch her. And you know who that's helping? Everybody!
The sports world is reeling after Jordan's remarks, and what he said about Caitlin is truly remarkable.
Y'all see the woman speed up. Y'all see her, Caitlin Clark is getting the crowd and going. Y'all see Skylar Diggins speed up to make contact with her. Stop this.
Miss this because Caitlin Clark is changing the rules along the way, and the support she's getting from these legends shows that she's here to stay.
I think people love Caitlin Clark besides her skills.
You can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love. You know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen it.
Let's examine what makes Caitlin Clark a game changer and why basketball luminaries are so outspoken in her support.
Putting in the Steph Curry shape, that's how she plays, bro. She's going to give you more than 10. She can shoot, and she got work, bro.
Caitlin's abilities surpass what we typically witness in women's basketball. Her speed, long-range shooting, and overall presence on the court have made her stand out from the beginning. She consistently practices 30-foot shots with ease.
Caitlin Clark is doing the right thing, rising above all of the crap that she's had to endure. The amount of fouls committed on Caitlin Clark higher than any other player, flagrant fouls committed on Caitlin Clark higher than any other player. Caitlin Clark was worried about playing the game, and that is why she got Rookie of the Year. She was not worried about the BS.
Fans watch in amazement as she pulls off these impossible shots with ease, bringing parallels to none other than Steph Curry. It's not just skill, but star power that's revolutionizing the WNBA.
What Caitlin Clark does is kind of simple, really. She shows up at games, she signs autographs, she talks to little girls wearing jerseys, she smiles to the crowd, and then here's the most important thing. She competes like a maniac. I mean like a maniac.
In gaining new supporters and demonstrating that Caitlin is a force the league cannot ignore, but there's been opposition to her ascent, and that is where the conflict is.
And shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? And then just how aggressive she is, and not just scoring in basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game.
Some WNBA players lead by her vocal. Basketball legend Rick Barry noted that rival Angel Reese's disdainful demeanor and lack of support appear to be motivated by envy.
That idiot Angel Reese is trying so hard to latch on to Caitlin Clark by being the heel and then crying about it. You all did this. You all called her a white bitch constantly. You all did.
Barry's defense of Caitlin was scathing and went so far as to call out this mindset as petty, saying it's motivated by fear from people who know they can't match Caitlin's indisputable talent.
Players and anybody that does something flagrant to this young lady for what she's brought to the game should be suspended and fined big time for doing it.
Barry even went so far as to argue that Caitlin's influence on the game should be honored rather than diminished, and that any player who targets her with blatant fouls or cheap shots should face severe repercussions.
Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years.
And it's not just Rick Barry who has noticed that Caitlin's influence is drawing the attention of the most famous people in basketball history. George Gervin, another legend, complimented her skills and emphasized how her popularity and style are giving the WNBA unprecedented visibility for the first time, allowing players to travel on private jets and receive prime time coverage, and Gervin credit Caitlin's entrance for a significant portion of this change.
Know the value that she's bringing for all of them. She bringing, they flying private planes now. They weren't flying private before she came. They on major networks now. They weren't doing that. See, she remind me of Tiger Woods.
She is like a tiger to him. Woods is a prominent person in women's basketball who is upending the status quo and drawing attention to herself. She is showing herself to be the kind of player who can elevate an entire league, and these legends view her as the game's future.
Tell me when the last time all these players been in the league all this time. Yes. You name all the prominent players. Tell me the time the WNBA has had this much buzz. I'll wait. Everybody in the chat that y'all was saying, oh, these women been in the league before Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Tell me the time they had this much buzz. Tell me the time they had this many eyes on.
Among the strongest recommendations, Caitlin has received support from none other than Michael Jordan, who at last acknowledged her influence.
She would not have joined the WNBA. These numbers would not be the way that they are with or without her, right? So it's not about Caitlin Clark not being in the finals or being in the finals. It's the fact that Caitlin Clark is in the league that is allowing other teams to still have these pretty decent ratings in the...
Jordan, who is well-versed in representing a sport, stressed that Caitlin's impact on the WNBA is indisputable. He commended her for the enthusiasm and focus she has brought to the game and chastised the league for failing to adequately shield her from unjust treatment on the court.
What's a lesbian look like? Angry. You got the angry African-American lesbian who just can't handle somebody coming into their league as a white girl with a bunch of attention.
In the view of NBA icon George Jaron, Caitlin is more than just a player. She's a movement. And her path is about changing women's basketball at its heart. They convey a clear message that Caitlin's achievements are worthy of appreciation.
The biggest reason that she's popular is it's the Steph Curry syndrome. She looks a lot like the girl who's out shooting hoops next door, and she plays like we are all capable of playing.
Caitlin's presence has brought about changes like private flights and significant media attention that didn't exist before, according to Jaron, who sees her as the spark that has rekindled interest in the WNBA, bringing in a new wave of fans and a demand for better treatment and visibility for its players.
What she's done for the game the last couple of years, she is a shining star. And the thing I like about her, man, she doesn't say a word. Yeah, she's never said a word about anybody. She just shows up and does her.
Durbin thinks this is only the beginning, comparing Caitlin's impact to that of Tiger Woods and golf, who together increased the sport's prominence and popularity.
Somebody coming along and elevating the sport's shine ultimately benefits you. Go out there, compete with her, try to bust her up if you want to, and all of that stuff. Just don't hate on the acclaim that she...
He claims that what makes Caitlin so special and important to the WNBA's future is her capacity to attract attention and question the league's norms.